Most people, if given the choice, would usually opt for a non-stop flight. However, there are times where a layover is necessary. Sometimes these layovers can be quite lengthy and it can feel like time wasted just sitting around an airport. In today's video, I'll show you how you can make the most of a layover without wasting time at the airport. Generally, a layover is a connection between two flights at an airport with the layover lasting less than 24 hours. If it's over 24 hours, then it technically becomes a stopover. Most hub and spoke airlines such as Turkish Airlines, Qatar or Emirates connect via the main hub airport located in the home country. This is where you'll most likely end up doing a connection. Now let's take a look at some of the airlines with major hubs. Let's take a look at Turkish Airlines first. Their main hub airport is Istanbul Atatürk Airport. The airport opened new in 2018. As a relatively new airport, it wouldn't be the worst place to spend a few hours. However, this is where Turkish Airlines' best kept secret should be publicised more. Did you know that they offer a free tour of Istanbul including transportation, a tour guide, free entrance to many popular tourist sites and even meals included? Now to be eligible you need to be flying on Turkish Airlines and your layover needs to be between 6 to 24 hours. This will give you enough time to go out and return for your connecting flight. There are set departure times for the tours. You need to be at the tour desk located in the International Arrivals Terminal 30 minutes before the tour start time. Pre-booking is not required, so you can just turn up when arriving from your Turkish Airlines flight. Remember, this isn't available at the other Istanbul airport called Sabiha Gökçen Airport. Do check the tour time so you can select the best time to suit your layover. Remember though, if you miss your return bus journey back, it's your responsibility to make your own way back to the airport. Unlike Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways have a slightly different offering for layovers at their hub airport Doha. They offer different packages depending on the length of your layover. The key difference though is that they charge a fee for their tours. They never used to, although I can't remember when this changed. The price isn't too bad though and can be worthwhile, especially if you have quite a lengthy layover. The other key difference is that this requires booking. This can be done online or you can do it when arriving at the airport, although there is a risk that you may not find availability. The last difference is that meals aren't included with the Qatar tours. The meeting point for the tours is the Discover Qatar Transit Tours Desk. You need to arrive 2 hours before the tour start time. And you need a minimum of 8 hours for any tours that leave the airport. Singapore Airlines is another big hub and spoke carrier located in the Far East. If you're hopping across to Australia or any countries in the Far East, there's a chance you might end up flying with them. Singapore Airport is the main hub, and to be honest, this is the kind of airport that you probably wouldn't want to leave as it offers pretty much everything. There are over 500 shops and restaurants to choose from. There's a total of 10 themed gardens to explore. There's even a cinema, a computer games area, a gym and a spa. They even have the world's tallest indoor waterfall surrounded by a forest where you can do a hike amongst all the greenery. That will easily keep you occupied for most layovers, but if you really must get out of the airport, then Singapore Airlines have you covered. They offer a free 2.5 hour city tour for anyone with a layover of 5.5 hours or more. The only condition is that you need to be flying Singapore Airlines or Silk Air and some Air New Zealand flights. Pre-booking isn't required and you simply turn up at the designated booths in the transit area at least 1 hour before the start time. It's based on a first come first served basis. Now you'd think Emirates would offer something, being one of the biggest airlines in the world, but unfortunately they don't. However, fear not, as this is where I'll explain how you can essentially do your own tour. I talk from experience, having done this myself. I once had a layover of almost 24 hours. I managed to exit the airport and explore the city. I managed to fit in a trip to the Atlantis water park followed by a visit to the Burj. I even booked a hotel so I could get some sleep before heading back to the airport for my morning flight. Even if you don't have a very long layover like I did, and you have only maybe 6 hours, there's still enough time to exit the airport and visit a few malls. The public transport in Dubai is very good and taxis are plentiful and cheap, which helps in saving time getting around the city. Dubai Airport doesn't have much to offer unless you spend money. I did a video at Dubai Airport where I tried to find free things to do. I found nothing. So that's even more reason why if you have at least 5 or 6 hours layover, then I'd recommend getting out of the airport. Now this technique that I've explained for Dubai can be applied to any other airports mentioned in this video. However, there are certain rules that you need to be careful of. Up until now, all the tours and even the DIY method that I've just explained requires you to pass immigration to enter the city. For some tours, they include transit visas as part of the package. For others, it relies on your passport being good enough for the country to allow you to enter, either using a transit visa or a normal visa on arrival visa. Do check the relevant countries and airline websites to see if your passport is eligible. If you found this video useful, give it a like and do subscribe for more tips like this.